In Smyrna, milling and paving, blocking the right 2 lanes 24 eastbound past Sam Ridley Parkway. And after 3 interest rate cuts in a row, today the Federal Reserve decided to hold steady. We'll tell you what it means.
Guys, the numbers are in. Nielsen has unveiled the most streamed shows of last year. Let's go ahead and count down the top 5. We'll start with NCIS, the classic crime drama, has a full 17 seasons available to stream, accounting for 35 billion minutes watched last year. Let's switch gears and go to the 4th place. With the animated Bob.
Yes.
Yeah. That was number 4, followed by another cartoon classic, Family Guy.
I can get
Number
that.
3, that makes perfect sense. Next, you know him, you love him. The doctors from Grey's Anatomy snagged the 2nd spot. That one premiered back in 2005 and was streamed for over 47 billion minutes. But what is the number 1 show of all
Kids
last
show.
year? Maybe you're thinking Game of Thrones or
Yeah.
Sopranos or something.
Kids show.
You're onto something, Craig. It's our Blue Buddy from Down Under.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, the most streamed show of 2024 was Bluey, crushing the competition. 55 billion streamed minutes.
55 billion with a B.
Little blue healer, right?
She's a little blue healer.
Oh, she's a little blue
Yeah, so if you don't know who Bluey is, first of all, when I walk in my house almost every single day, I walk into this. Damn! Damn! Bingo! Bluey! Bluey's awesome. I love Bluey. So Bluey's it's an Australian cartoon, and it's about, it's about a nuclear family. It's dad his name is Bandit, mom's Chili, Bingo's the little sister, and Bluey is Blue. She's an Australian healer. And it has a lot of life. There's a lot of sarcasm in it. Dad is a lot of, it's hilarious. And it's about a lot of real things, especially like, sibling rivalry and their cousin, right? Muffin, who's got ADHD and is all over the place. And it's they have a deaf character and, that they brought on, and you ask questions and it doesn't make it, people are like, is it woke? It's not. It's not woke. It's none of the stuff that we get in a lot of our things here. And that's what's great. And the other thing is, it also deals with stuff like, I was telling Belle, I'll go home and I'll go to do something. I'll sit down with Charlie, and she's got it on. And the next thing you know, I'm 3 or 4 cartoons in, and I'm like, man, it's funny. And several of you've chimed in, sending me Bluey stickers and stuff. Look what's on my mug and all, because it's refreshing to have that. And I try to explain to my kids, look, when we were growing up, we had cartoons that wanted to kill each other. Things have changed.
And we were always looking for ghosts for some reason.
That's right. We had a bunch of kids who smoked weed with a dog inside of a van, and a guy that was kind of odd with 2 hot chicks who would drive around and they would solve mysteries. Never really had a job, though. Never really got paid. Maybe they're dealing. I don't know.
But they made sure they had those Scooby snacks.
They did. No, Scooby. That stuff. But Bluey is helping parent, like especially young parents who are watching it, and they're getting stuff out on how they actually tackle certain things. And they're not woke, and they talk about all kinds of stuff. And it's interesting that, and we don't have all the cartoons yet because they're a little bit ahead of us. And I was reading the guy who plays Bandit, who's in a band called Custard, like a rock band. He said, I went in to do a couple lines and never once thought I was going to say, he didn't even change his voice, just did his voice. Now he goes, that's all anybody knows me for. I've got, platinum albums, I sell out tour, and nobody cares about that. All anybody cares about is you're Bandit from Bluey. But it's a great cartoon, and it's fun to watch, and it shows. And one of the reasons it's so big is because people can, watch it with their kids, and they'll get a little something out of it as well. But there's a certain sense of it's a real family. And that's what people kind of like about it. It deals with real issues, including like the loss of a baby before it came, like miscarriage and stuff like that, without getting overly crazy, but just touches on it enough because kids are curious about stuff. But they don't make whatever issue they're talking about, and rarely is issues, once in a while it is, all about the issue is the only thing that matters, which is we see. right? If we had Bluey, everybody'd be gay, right? They'd all be like, one would be a cat one day, the other one would be this, and it would, no. They just deal with stuff. And they talk about, well, inclusivity based in the real world. Like I always say in Modern Family, the greatest way that you look at what like a show is, they have 2 gay characters in it. They're just 2 people that are in the show. It's not about them being gay. And it's a funny show as well. And those guys are hilarious.